Imagine finding the kind of candidates who could actually turn Britain around. Watch former GB News presenter Matt Goodwin unleash a blistering speech after being announced as Reform UK's candidate for the Gorton and Denton by-election. We also look at the leadership principles of stewardship with accountability. Before we get into the details, if you love diving into political issues and enjoy hearing a principled take on them, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the conversation. It will help our channel reach a wider audience.
This by-election is actually a referendum. It's a referendum on Keir Starmer. Let me say that again. This by-election is a referendum on Keir Starmer. It's a chance for the hard-working, law-abiding, tax-paying people from this seat to have their say on Keir Starmer and to make political history. And ask yourself, what have we seen since Keir Starmer came to power 18 months ago? Taxes are up, unemployment is up, energy bills are up, the cost of living crisis is getting worse, the number of small boats has never been higher, the number of homes that are going to illegal immigrants, including seats like this one, houses for multiple occupancy, have never been higher, all paid for by the hard-working British people. And at the same time, our living standards are down, wage growth is slowing, soft on crime policies have become normal in this country, criminals are going unpunished, prisoners are being released early, shoplifting has somehow become acceptable, elections are being cancelled, democracy is being postponed, and our small businesses and our high streets are being decimated by record taxes, regulation, and business rates. And I don't know about you, but I'm utterly sick and tired of watching our great country, the place that we all love, being pushed further and further into managed decline. And astonishingly, Keir Starmer even waited until the last possible moment, resisted until the last possible moment to hold a national inquiry into the mass rape and sexual abuse of white working class kids from cities like this one. And that tells you all you need to know about the guy in number 10 Downing Street. Everybody comes first except the British people. So today I'm standing here to say what I think many people in Gorton and Denton are thinking and feeling, which is enough is enough. This by-election, this referendum is our chance to send a message that Keir Starmer, that Westminster and the country cannot ignore. The Tories cannot send that message. They are imploding. The Tories are a wasted vote. The Greens cannot send that message. A vote for Greens is a vote for open borders, the legalisation of drugs, men in women's spaces, more endless chaos of the kind you see around you today. And the Labour Party certainly can't send that message because, as we've seen, they're more interested in fighting among themselves than actually speaking up and defending good, honest, decent, hard-working Brits. Only Reform can send that message. Only Reform can get rid of Keir Starmer. And I will send that message without fear or apology. I am not a career politician. I am not a Tory. I am not part of the establishment. I am not part of the Westminster blob. And when I became the first person in my family lucky enough to go to university, which city opened up its arms and let me in? Manchester. I went to the University of Salford, round the corner from where my grandfather had worked in the steel factory. And actually, I worked my way through university, and I worked for a fast food chain. And the funny thing about this is I ended up delivering pizzas in this seat 20 years ago. My promise to the local voters is simple, but authentic. It's real. I will serve you. I will work for you. I will fight for you. I will make sure you are heard. I will make sure you are respected. And I will make sure you are never ignored again. That is my promise. To the people of Gorton and Denton, let me just say, we can make history here together. and we can get your voice back onto the national political landscape. And we can send that message, a message that says the British people are awake, the British people are watching, the forgotten majority in this country will no longer be taken for granted by Labour, by the Tories, and by more woke madness pushed by Zach Polanski and the Greens. My message to everybody in this seat is if you are working hard, paying taxes, contributing to this economy, you should be as concerned by what's happening in number 10 Downing Street as I am. We have got a government under Keir Starmer that is clearly not in touch with the people in this seat. It's not about what your religion is, it's not about what your race is, what your ethnicity is. It's about whether or not you play by the rules, whether or not you feel that you're being respected, you feel the system is being fair to you, whether you can set up a business and make it thrive, whether your streets are safe, whether your high street is actually a place that fills you with pride. I don't view it in those divisive terms, Sam. Well, my argument would be Labour are clearly more interested in squabbling among themselves than actually representing and defending and working for the interests of people in the seat of Gorton and Denton. That is clearly what's been going on the last few days. I mean, this Labour government is so out of touch with the country, is so out of touch with the public mood on mass immigration, broken borders, energy bills, cost of living, Chagos, I could go on and on. We have had, 13 U-turns? Prime Minister that's clearly not at all in touch with the British people. I mean, the thing that I find so striking about Keir Starmer is I don't think he understands the British people. I don't think he really connects with the country in a way that a Prime Minister should. So, look, I mean, you've got to start supporting small businesses much more than we're doing currently. And what we're doing is we're crippling small businesses in this seat, like we're crippling them across the country with excessive regulation, high taxes, high business rates. So businesses are going bust. I mean, we are sucking the lifeblood out of our economy by smashing the very things that used to drive this economy and used to make us a prosperous nation. Small businesses, family-run businesses. And the Labour Party, the Labour government clearly doesn't get it. I mean, if you look at the front bench, you can understand why they don't get it. I don't think there's anybody that's actually built a business on the front bench of the Labour government. But there's that view that, well, if we just clobber everybody with taxes and regulation and new laws, the dynamism and the prosperity gets sucked out of it, and that's what we see in the high street. This is your moment, a chance to make history, a chance to say enough is enough. Vote reform, vote for me, Matt Goodwin. Let's send Keir Starmer a message. Let's have our say in this referendum, and let's send Keir Starmer to where he belongs. Let's get him out of number 10 Downing Street. Thank you very much.
In a democratic nation, people who work hard deserve to reap the rewards of their hard work. Those able to contribute but choose not to should never outpace the working class. Fairness means effort determines outcome. Hard work must never face punishment through higher taxes. The government has a duty to manage public funds responsibly. This responsibility is central to good governance. Endless borrowing and wasteful spending on overseas aid or illegal migration is destroying the nation. Leaders practicing good governance treat government as steward, not owner of resources. Leadership in governance is not about wielding power, but acting as a temporary steward of public trust, resources, and authority. It answers directly to the people. A leader practicing good governance does not ask how to stay in power, but how to leave this nation stronger than it was when they got into power. Ideological blindness on energy policy is one of the biggest contributors to the economic downturn in Britain. Until leaders admit that the net zero agenda was the wrong one for the country, no plan alters the trajectory for the better. If we do not start drilling for our own oil and gas to make the country become energy independent, putting a stop to the influx of illegal migrants and spending billions on housing them, then no matter what economic plans you have, either nothing will change for Britain or things are going to become worse. Create policies to get businesses investing again. Policies that will get young people into work. policies that make you keep more of your money, policies that will make people feel happier to work because they see the benefits, policies that will hold the government accountable to manage the economy, which includes how they borrow and how they spend. Stewardship with accountability forms the heart of effective governance. Hold leaders to these principles in every vote and every conversation to secure Britain's future. If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.